20 highest paid celebrities we've seen in 2022. Welcome, Billionaire Life Seekers. For today's video, we've made a list of 20 celebrities that raked in the most money last year. Stick till the very end for an exciting bonus fact. Let's begin. Number 20, the Jonas Brothers, earnings $68.5 million. The Jonas Brothers can brag of massive earning potential between them, supplementing their vast touring income with stints in acting, producing, and even a tequila brand. The Jonas Brothers were grossing over $1.5 million per stop before wrapping their reunion tour in February 2020. Thanks to those lucrative live shows, the trio returned to the Forbes Celebrity 100 for the first time in a decade. Number 19, Gordon Ramsay, earnings $70 million. Boasting a restaurant empire that's still the envy of the culinary world, Ramsay also calls an unrivaled media empire his own, producing and starring in TV shows. He's also sold a 50% stake in his North American holding company last year, meaning he could be set for a bumper 2021. Ramsay's shows account for more than 75 hours of programming and more than $150 million yearly in ad sales for Fox. Number 18, Ryan Reynolds. Earnings $71.5 million. Still one of the highest paid actors in the business, Ryan Reynolds has spent most of 2020 starring in lucrative projects. However, he also earned a significant amount for selling aviation gin. Reynolds plays a billionaire in the Netflix film Six Underground and stars in the streamer's upcoming film Red Notice. For those two projects alone, the co-owner of Aviation Gin earned an estimated $48.5 million. Number 17, Ariana Grande. Earnings $72 million. The highest paid female musician in the biz, Ariana Grande's tours are among the highest grossing in the world. The singer's last tour raking in $146 million in 2019. Number 16, Stephen Curry. Earnings $74.4 million. Stephen Curry has been the highest paid player in the NBA for the past 3 seasons, having signed a contract only just bested by James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo in terms of sheer size. He also boasts significant sponsorship deals with Under Armour and Callaway Golf. The two-time MVP signed the NBA's first $200 million contract in 2017. He's had the league's top salary in the 4 seasons since. In 2017, Curry formed a new company, SC30, which manages his investments, brand partnerships, and philanthropic ventures. In November 2020, Under Armour announced the launch of Curry brand in a bid to compete with Nike Jordan's brand. Number 15, James Patterson. Earnings $80 million. Financially the most successful author in the world, James Patterson sold more than 5 million copies of his novels last year and earned a big chunk of change from a multi-book advance paid in late in 2019. Patterson is teaming up with Bill Clinton again to co-write their second thriller, The President's Daughter, to be published in June 2021. To help small book businesses during COVID-19, he launched the #SaveIndieBookstores campaign in April and pledged $500,000 to independent booksellers. Number 14, Elton John. Earnings $81 million. Whether it turns out to be his last tour or not, Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road tour made 2020 one of the most lucrative years for the pop icon ever, grossing $212 million in 2019 alone. In April, the Rocket Man's Elton John AIDS Foundation announced a $1 million emergency fund to help those with HIV maintain their care amid COVID-19. Number 13, Bill Simmons, earnings $82.5 million. The first podcaster to crack the top 20 in Forbes list, sports columnist Bill Simmons earned big bucks when he sold website and podcast network The Ringer to Spotify earlier this year. The Ringer now includes a podcast network of more than 36 shows, a sports news website, and a film production unit. Simmons sold The Ringer to Spotify in March 2020 for an initial payout of $155 million. Number 12, Ellen DeGeneres, earnings $84 million. Despite having a particularly problematic year, Ellen remains the highest paid figure on TV. Both a presenter and a producer, she pockets 8 figures a year for hosting her signature talk show. In addition to the 8-figure check she gets from hosting her show, she has earned millions more producing shows like Little Big Shots. In 2021, she announced she would end her show after its 19th season, following various reports that came out detailing the show's toxic workplace. Number 11, Rush Limbaugh. earnings $85 million. Along with the aforementioned Howard Stern, conservative radio commentator Rush Limbaugh remains one of the most powerful men in the media, earning big money for serving as the mouthpiece of the American right. He was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom this year by Donald Trump. In January, he renewed a contract with Premier Radio Networks that pays him about $70 million annually for his broadcasts. Limbaugh has also published 7 books, including a 5-title children's series, Rush Revere, and streams video of his radio programs for a fee. Number 10, Dwayne Johnson, earnings $87.5 million. Better known as The Rock, Johnson is the world's highest-paid actor thanks to big paydays for forthcoming films Black Adam and Red Notice. The former wrestling star can command more than $20 million per movie thanks to a string of box office hits. Known for spending tons of time at the gym, his successful Under Armour line, Project Rock, sells clothing, shoes, and headphones. Number 9, LeBron James, earnings $88.2 million. 4-time NBA MVP LeBron James joined the Los Angeles Lakers in 2018 on a 4-year, $153 million contract. LeBron James' contract remains one of the biggest in basketball, but the commercial clout surrounding King James remains unrivaled. He pulled in more than $60 million from endorsement deals with 2K Sports, AT&T, Beats, Coca-Cola, GMC, Kia Motors, Nike, RIMOWA, and Walmart. Number 8, Howard Stern, earnings $90 million. Still the world's highest-paid radio host, shock jock Howard Stern pulls in 8 figures as part of his contract with digital radio station SiriusXM. With 45 years of on-air experience, Stern is known for his honest celebrity interviews. Stern's Sirius contract expires in December 2020 and retains rights to his archives, which could mean a huge cash-out is coming. Number 7, Neymar Jr., earnings $97 million. As a talismanic forward for oil-rich football giants Paris Saint-Germain, Neymar boasts the most lucrative contract in soccer, paying him $350 million over 5 years. His new contract is packed with performance bonuses, including a massive bump if PSG wins the Championships League. Number 6, Tyler Perry, earnings $97 million. The most well-paid person in the movie biz, Tyler Perry owns 100% of his vast array of movie and TV properties, often writing and directing his own projects. The most successful of these, the Medea franchise, has grossed more than $660 million at the box office. In 2019, he opened Tyler Perry Studios, a 330-acre property in Atlanta with 12 sound stages and custom sets that include a to-scale White House. Number 5, Lionel Messi, earnings $104 million. Boasting one of the biggest contracts in soccer right now, the Barcelona legend also boasts a healthy array of sponsorship deals, earning fat paychecks from the likes of Adidas, Gatorade, Huawei, MasterCard, and Pepsi. A contract leak in January 2021 showed Messi was making much more at FC Barcelona than previously thought. The deal was set to expire in June 2021. Number 4, Cristiano Ronaldo, earnings $105 million. Just pipping longtime rival Leo Messi to the post as the highest-earning soccer player in the world. It's Ronaldo's extensive list of sponsorships that make up for the fact that he took a significant pay cut to move to Italian giants Juventus. His 4-year contract with Juventus is worth an average of $64 million a year and expires in 2022. In 2020, the 5-time FIFA Player of the Year became the first active team sport athlete to surpass $1 billion in career earnings. Number 3, Roger Federer, earnings $106.3 million. The highest-earning man in sport for 2020, the Fed Express's lucrative sponsorship deals netted him more than 9 figures. The biggest prize in his stable is Japanese apparel brand Uniqlo, which locked him up in 2018 under a 10-year, $300 million deal. Federer has won $130 million in prize money in his career, but the total is dwarfed by his off-court earnings from appearances and endorsements. Number 2, Kanye West, earnings $170 million. Kanye had a particularly big 2020 with a presidential run, the highlight or low light of a particularly chaotic year. The highest-earning man in music, most of his income now comes from Adidas Yeezy sub-brand, which sold $1.3 billion in stock in 2019. He gets an annual royalty from Adidas, which makes Yeezy shoes. The Yeezy brand pulled an estimated $1.7 billion in sales in 2020. Number 1, Kylie Jenner. Earnings $590 million. While the most successful member of the Jenner-Kardashian clan still makes considerable coin from a reality TV career, it's the Kylie Cosmetics brand, of which sold 51% to Coty in January. That made Kylie Jenner by far and away the highest earning celeb of 2020. Bonus fact. Thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. As a token of our appreciation, here's a bonus fact. Did you know that there's a university in Canada that offers a sociology course about Cristiano Ronaldo? Talk about being a living legend. Which of the above megastars are you a fan of? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching Billionaire Life Seekers. If you want to watch more videos like this one, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload. See you in the next one.